Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that Saturn.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Steps away to his left. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 26, check 26. Deuce.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 28. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
29-yard line.
Big stop, let's go. Watch twist. Check out my read. Watch twist.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Switch it. Hey, middle.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here's Jackson on the option. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
55. Hey, report.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Tanner Muse. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
Turnover on downs.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson now down around his goal line. And this one is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Cordero Patterson, the 40. 20, 10.
Oh, it don't matter.
And on his first carry, he loses the football. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Ravens 6. Matt Gay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now he's forced out left. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good.
A gain of 32 that time.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. They set themselves behind the chains. To get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That is caught inside the 5, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work. And
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town at 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. Then he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Ravens 12. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Now this time he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Taken in the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Jones. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that was against you. Check 55 to life. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. sucked the defense in with a play fake, went over the top.
And I know from past experience, when offenses do that, a lot of times the defense guys are screaming at them, run the ball, run the ball. The offense doesn't really care. They got 6 points.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Trying to lay one up deep. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They go play action with Jackson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Raider first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Line 36. Line 36. Let's go one more. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Get in the way. Get in the way.
To throw again, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
The score, Raiders 63, Ravens 40. Matt Gay set to kick off.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
The onside kick recovered by the Ravens.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive...
Grateful.